Alright, what's up guys? It's Danny here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a lap guide on the brand new Gran Turismo 7 online lap time challenge, which is in the Porsche 962 1988 Group C car, and we are here at the Monza but no chicane layout. So we've done some laps already today, and we got a 24.8. But this combo is pretty much quite simple to pretty much get the gold, because you have the chicane. You have pretty much 2 chicanes and 3 long corners, which is the Parabolica and Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. But this car is not easy to drive, so I'll show you guys how to get the gold in this Porsche Group C car. So this car only has 5 gears, and to minimize the time lost from shifting up the gears, I'll show you guys a technique shortly. So at the Parabolica going very wide, this car doesn't have a lot of downforce, so you have to be very careful when you're exiting like long corners like Parabolica and the exit of Ascari, for example. You have to be very careful with the steering. Don't get on the throttle too early, or else you're going to understeer very wide. And if you run wide on the green AstroTurf over here, your lap will be invalidated. So going very wide, you want your reference marker on where to accelerate is when the wall on the right side becomes orange. So the orange marker on the wall is your reference point when to accelerate. So keep the steering as smooth as possible when accelerating. So what you notice there is I lifted off the throttle when I'm shifting up the gears. That way I minimize the time lost from the gear shifts, as this car doesn't have a modern gearbox where you can just shift out the gears and you won't lose speed. So you have to lift off the throttle when you're shifting up the gears. So as I'm going from 4th to 5th gear, I'm shifting at 213 kilometers per hour. I lifted up the throttle momentarily. I don't lose that much speed when I'm going up the 5th gear. I can save a lot of time. So keeping the steering smooth here into Curva Grande. And now for the first braking zone, just after you pass the 150 meter board, or pretty much neck and neck to the 150 meter board, as I'm going hard on the brakes, the aggressive downshift the second, trail brake, off the brakes, and you're pretty much coasting quite long when you're pretty much cutting the chicane over here. So yeah, this is how much of curb you want to take. You want to keep 2 wheels on the curbs over here. Don't go past the sausage on the... Okay, so basically the idea is do not let the left wheels go over the sausage curb, or else you're going to get a track limit. Pretty much your lap is invalidated. So this is how much of the limit you want to take at the chicane. Cut the curb that much. And get on the power very early on 2nd gear. So the next braking marker is pretty much neck and neck with the 50 meter board. Stay in 3rd gear, let the car coast. It's all about coasting. If you can nail the rotation while coasting like a little longer than usual, then you can get on the power very early without sacrificing lap time, as you will get like very low understeer. You'll still understeer, but the understeer effect won't be as bad as if you get on the throttle much earlier with this Group C Porsche. So using all the track over here, braking close to the 50 meter board now. 3rd gear again, coast longer. Once you pass the inside curb, full throttle in 3rd gear, maximizing the gears over here, lifting up the throttle to shift up the 4th gear over here, and you're just holding 4th gear when you're heading to the Ascari chicane. So the next braking point is when you pretty much neck and neck with this off-road tarmac over here, or just slightly past the orange board on the right hand side of the track. Down the 3rd gear, down the 2nd for acceleration, up the 3rd gear. So lifting mid corner. So if you can get the right rotation, you can pretty much take the exit of Ascari flat, but you have to have a really early turn in on the exit of Ascari. But you don't want to cut this corner too much, or else you're going to get a track limit invalidation. Pretty much a track invalidation. A lap invalidation, sorry. So turning in smoothly over here, 3rd gear, use all the track, shift up to 4th gear at 244 km/h, holding 4th gear over here, and you're braking pretty much close to the 50-meter board for the parabolica, the final corner. Downshift the second for acceleration. I got the throttle a bit early, I had to lift off a bit, so I lost about half a tenth to a tenth. So now staying towards the inside line, and that's a lap of Monza in the Porsche 962 Group C car. Although being a Group 1, but it lacks out the downforce because this car was from the late 1980s. So you got to be very careful with how you exit like fast corners. And yeah, this car has only 5 gears, and the gears are quite long, so you have to be very, very careful on which gears you use when exiting the corners around this track. So yeah, I'll leave you guys to the lap guide without a commentary, and I'll see you guys on the next video or live stream. Hope you guys enjoy the content and the lap guides, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Take care and bye bye.